Hello, dear friend. I hope you're fine wherever you are. We live in a society where change is the reality. Things are changing very fast. And one best example is technology. Unlike before, today you can access a lot of things in the comfort of your sofa set. Another aspect that is changing very fast is the communal aspect. And today the change that comes a lot is the growth of individualism in society. More than before, people are building more fences and gates, electric, live fences with thorns, instead of growing more fruits and opening wide their doors for people to be at home. This is a change that we need to think about if this is the same society we need to live in, where people live next to each other but they don't know each other. Rather, they are on their own world. Thinking of this, I'm reminded of one particular event in one of the villages in northern Uganda when I was in a visit. During this particular function and occasion, children were given food in different plates. And as they sat together, they put all plates aside and put one plate in the middle. They ate from that plate until when it was over, and they kept changing until all the other plates were finished. This equally reminds me of this story about an anthropologist who was studying the habits and customs of African children in one of the villages in Africa. So when this guy came, what he did was he bought some sweets and packed them nicely and kept them in an envelope, wrapped it nicely, and asked the children that they play a game. And this game was for them to run and see who could be the champion. So he had to keep these sweets or gifts in a distant place, almost 100 meters away, and asked the children to line up in one spot, then begin their race. And he told them clearly that whoever reaches the spot where the sweets were first takes them as a gift. So the children, obedient to the man, lined up very well and waited for the signal for them to start the race. When the anthropologist signaled them to begin the race, to his surprise, all the children held up their hands together and ran together towards the spot where the sweets were. They thus arrived at the same time and divided the sweets equally among them. Then this anthropologist, anxious and curious to know why these children did that, the children, upon being asked why they did that, responded to this man, UBUNTU. How can one of us be happy when all of us are sad? This is for me a very important lesson. Our happiness in society depends on all those who are around us. If we are only happy alone, then be sure those who are sad around will also make us sad. As one of these great philosophers, African philosophers, John Beatty says, I am because you are. We coexist in society, and therefore we form a society and a community of people knowing each other and ready to stand by each other. Let us fight individualism and embrace communalism so that we may uphold the virtues together and be in solidarity with humanity.